Somebody keeps checking up on you on social media. Someone keeps checking up on you on social media. And this is someone that you don't expect, because this is someone that just broke it off with you. And this is someone that just went really cold on you and abandoned you and ghosted you all of a sudden. So this person that's watching you, they are someone that you didn't expect to watch you. But with the Two of Swords, there is a lack of clarity. There is a lack of truth that you don't know when it comes to how this person was feeling about you long term. There was a lot more anxiety than you were aware of at the time. This was an anxious energy with this person feeling like they couldn't give you what you wanted long term, and that's why they chose to break it off with you. But you didn't know that at the time. There's so much more truth or clarity. But with this transformation in the Tower energy, they made a choice to abandon you and ghost you because it was too much for this person to end it with you in a civilized or a honest energy. If this person had have ended it with you, they would have had to confront the truth, and they would have had to confront the reality with they were actually making the wrong decision to do that. But they didn't want to do it in a way where it was like they had a conversation with you, because they were too scared to actually end it with you, because they were actually too scared to say goodbye, because they knew that they couldn't do that. They knew they couldn't come to the realization of having to see you and then not having to see you again. So what happened with this person is over time, they slowly convinced themselves that they were letting go of you, when in reality, this person was just coming to terms with trying to actually abandon you and ghost you to end it with you. And even that was difficult. But the reason why it still feels like this person didn't love you or didn't have any emotions for you was because this person was always so closed off emotionally. They were never emotionally vulnerable because they never thought they could give you what you wanted long term, because they always felt like they weren't good enough for you. And they always thought that you were going to be the ones that ended it with them, because that's how they saw themselves. Now, you loved this person and you always chose to accept this person, and you did nothing wrong. But this person didn't see love in the same way that you saw it. And so for love at the time, it was more about this person feeling like they needed someone. But now that this time has passed, with this Queen of Wands energy coming through and the Page of Swords, this person is seeing you in a completely different way to what they saw you before. Because what's happening with this energy is that this person is seeing you for who you truly were and how individual and special you were. Because now all of this time has passed, all of these relationships, these connections this person hasn't had luck with, now they're reflecting. Now they're thinking back on the relationship they had with you, and now they're seeing you in a completely different way, in a completely different light. I have a really, really specific reading and a really, really specific message, but you are dealing with an avoidant. You are dealing with a personality in a partner or with a person that's an avoidant. And the problem that's happening is you don't actually know what the truth is. So you don't actually know if this person's deliberately being an avoidant on purpose or actually being an avoidant because they're actually scared of communicating. But now what's happening is it's almost like the avoidant has actually switched into narcissistic tendencies, and now you're so confused because now what's happening is this avoidant person is actually scared with your reactions and your responses, because all of a sudden you've stopped giving this person attention and drama and you've just backed off completely. And now this person has no drama. They have nothing to feel significant with because there's no conflict, there's no drama that's happening, and they can't actually run. See, what this person wants to do is they actually want to run from you because they're an avoidant, because what they used to, but they want to create drama, they want to create arguments, they want to create criticism because they want to be able to do what they know best, and that's being avoidant. But now what's actually happened is this person's got so scared because they didn't expect to actually develop emotions and feelings for you, because them giving the excuse they can be an avoidant means they don't have to become emotionally vulnerable with you. Therefore, they can guard their heart space. But now what's happening is this person has got so anxious because they didn't prepare or they didn't plan to fall for you at all. So now what's happening is they're actually manipulating you. They're actually manipulating you now into you displaying a response or reaction that they want, because now the avoidant personality isn't actually working for this person. And not only have they confused you, but they've also confused themselves, because they actually are going even against their avoidant tendencies now in order to try and get a reaction and a response from you. And the thing with this energy is you don't actually know if this person is full-on narcissistic at all, because all you've seen is a personality type that has never ever been vulnerable with you at all. And the problem with this energy is that both the narcissistic energies and avoidant energies have similar behavior patterns, but the difference between a narcissistic energy in this case and an avoidant case is that a narcissistic doesn't necessarily care about your emotions and your feelings. But this kind of avoidant personality does care about your reactions. They do care about you. They actually do love you, as twisted as that sounds. This avoidant personality actually does love you, but they're so used to having to distance themselves from emotional intimacy because they haven't healed, that you don't actually have the truth and you don't have any clarity over whether this person is genuinely interested in having a relationship with you, or you have to worry about rejection or abandonment from this person. Now, what's happening with you and this person moving forward with the Two of Cups is, and the Nine of Wands, you two were brought together because you were actually meant to help this person come out of this hiding. So this isn't a bad person that you're dealing with. The only reason why this person is becoming narcissistic is because your love is actually somehow bringing out the unhealed version of this person, and it's being brought to the surface and it's being brought to the light because you're actually meant to bring this person out of hiding. So this could possibly be a twin flame situation, but what's happening at the moment is you are dealing with your twin flame in a toxic energy. You are dealing with the toxic side of this twin flame because that's what has to happen in order to heal with the two of you moving forward. Your love is meant to bring your twin flame out of hiding here. Dealing with someone that's convinced you that they've moved on from you because they're convincing themselves. But what they're actually doing is they're annoyed that you're not talking to them. So they're pretending that they're over you in response to the fact that they're not getting attention from you. Now, what's happening with this is this person is pretending to not notice you. Okay, this person is pretending, or they want to give you the idea or the impression that they're not paying any attention to you, but they are, because they're really, really annoyed that you are not giving in, that you're not giving in to this person, and you're not going to be the one that cracks under pressure. You're not going to be the one that reaches out to them first, and they're really annoyed about it. But I see that with the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. They're not listening to their intuition with this. There's an important message this person needs to understand with you, and they're not listening to it, okay? But they're also struggling to move on from the past. The Six of Cups, this is past energy. The Six of Wands, this is victory and success, but at the moment, it's difficulty with this person being able to progress, being able to move forward. There is this energy where this person does not want to admit that they need you to move forward. They don't want to admit it. But the more that they don't admit it to you and to themselves, the more that they actually watch you. They don't want to actually lose you, but their pride and their ego is getting in the way of that because they want to keep convincing themselves they have the ability to move forward. But what it is they've actually cracked the shits that you're not communicating with them. That's what this whole thing is about. It's almost like this person is throwing a kitty tantrum and they've cracked the shits because they feel like they need the attention. And because they're not getting the attention from you, they're responding in this way where they're pretending they don't need you when they actually do. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles coming through, this person's not going to be able to make a choice and a decision. They're going to feel like they are. They're going to feel like they're doing the right thing, that they're progressing, they're okay, they're moving forward. But their pride and their ego, they're so thick in it. And the thing is with this person, right, once the pride and the ego side of things wear off for this person, which eventually they will do, this person will come back, probably maybe even crawling on their knees, but they'll come back in this energy, and they'll come back when you actually have moved on from them. That's when they will come back in, because once this person doesn't actually have you at all, that's when they'll get scared. That's when they'll come back in and they'll feel like this is the real deal, where you've actually gone and you've actually left for good with this. So when it comes to you and this person here moving forward, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Call. Spirit is saying that a choice and a decision has not been made yet, because this person isn't making a choice. They're not making a decision. Even though they think they are, they're really not. This person, they're going to let the pride and the ego just get in the way. I don't see them getting out of this pride and this ego energy, because quite frankly, they don't want to heal. They don't want to get over their insecurity, because they don't want to take a leap of faith. They don't want to take courage and be the one that reaches out to you first, because they're so focused on rejection and abandonment that they want to protect themselves. And that's why they need this reassurance. That's why they're so mad at you for not giving it to them, because they need that reassurance. They need that safety and security that you're going to be the one that reaches out to them first. They need it so much because they haven't healed from abandonment issues. They haven't healed from rejection issues. And that's why they're so pissed off with you. That's why the pride's there and the ego is there, because they don't have your attention. And that's what they're annoyed about. Somebody thought they could get over you so easily because someone thought they didn't allow themselves to be emotionally vulnerable enough with you to have love and to have real feelings for you. But now that you've gone, this person has lost a sense of control because you're the one that ended it. And it's always been this person that's ended it because they've self-sabotaged it. Now, because this person wasn't able to self-sabotage the relationship with you, this person is obsessively thinking over and over, because they have no choice but to think about their own regret and to think about their lack of choices and their lack of decisions with the Nine of Swords. Because what's happening now with this person is they can't move forward. And they can't move forward because they feel this energy where you're now not only not attainable, but they also feel this energy where it's like there's this chase that's happening, and this person is really irritated because they feel like they're not good enough and they weren't good enough to keep you. Not only is this person angry at the fact that you ended it first, even though they're not telling you, they are also angry because now they don't have the control. And now that they don't have the control, they also are losing control of their thoughts. They're also losing control over their emotions because they have to now deal with the fact that you're not just like all of these other people or these other connections this person has dealt with where they end it first. And what's happening is you're actually triggering this person internally by walking away, because now this person is figuring out that they want to chase you because you're only not unattainable, but you're also in this energy where you're showing this person that you don't need them, and it's really infuriating this person, because the kicker is this person wanted to end it with you first because they actually felt like they weren't good enough, but they also didn't want to deal with that fact and get over it. But now that you've shown this person you value and love yourself more, you've actually triggered this person's internal wounds, and now they have no choice but to have to get over that. And now that they know they have to get over with this energy that they felt like they weren't good enough for you, but also in general, this person is now realizing that you're actually the one that they want, but you're also the one that they need. And they feel so tempted. They can't get over this. They can't get over the past with you. They're trying to, but they're really infuriated that they can't, because they're so infuriated that you ended it first. But the thing with this energy is also that it was eventually going to catch up with this person, that someone else was going to trigger this person internally. And you're the one this person actually needs, because you're the one that's going to give it tough to this person, but you're also the one that's going to help give this person healing and wake this person up and put some sense into this person, because this person is not going to see how their actions have affected other people and other relationships without tough medicine, without brutal honesty. And through your self-love, you're triggering this person, and now they have no choice but to gain their own self-love. And through this energy of them gaining their own self-love, they're also realizing that the love they have for you is healthy love. And in turn, they're realizing that they do love you. But I'm also getting this energy where they're actually falling for you now, because now they're seeing you for who you truly are, because there's no sense of this person having to control ending it with you.